cuties, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you're here today as always. Today is going to be a little bit of a vulnerable kind of video, so I hope you stick around. So like I said, this is going to be kind of a vulnerable video. That's a hard word to say, but it's going to be a little personal, I guess. And maybe this video, if it finds you and you're struggling to lose weight on your weight loss journey, on your fitness journey, whatever it might be, maybe this will help you out a little bit, because I've struggled many years, as I've talked about many times on my channel. But I've learned a few things. You always learn things over the years, of course, what works, what doesn't work. Right now, I think I found kind of a big thing that held me back from really sticking to a weight loss journey long term. So I wanted to talk about that today. And like I said, I'm hoping it finds someone out there in the world that might be struggling a little bit with, the 100th time they're trying to lose weight. It's not quite working. So I actually wrote some notes down because I don't want to miss anything. So I'm going to be looking down a little bit, just so you know. So let's get started. So I made kind of a big decision this current weight loss journey that I'm on. And it kind of hit me like a light bulb. And I think part of it came to me when I was reading Atomic Habits. And I want to make a video about that. That book is really incredible for many things. If you're struggling to reach a goal or not just weight loss, it goes for a lot of things. But anyway, what I realized was I was really taking an all or nothing approach to weight loss for many, many years. And it doesn't seem like it would be a problem, but it definitely was a problem for me. So what I mean by an all or nothing mentality, it was if I wasn't 100% perfect on my plan, I was way off. It could be something as simple as, I ate a peanut butter cup, let's say, in an afternoon, and the rest of the day it was like, oh, well, I might as well, have fried chicken for dinner, or have another dessert, or eat another candy bar. And it just kind of snowballed. And I never realized how destructive that was. And I think part of the reason that I kind of had that all or nothing was I would see results when I was perfect, but I was also over restricting. I mean, I was eating probably 1,200 to maybe 1,300 calories, which definitely wasn't enough for me. And then I would find myself hungry. So it kind of definitely set me up for being deprived and just be like, oh, forget this. I don't want to count calories anymore. I don't want to weigh and measure. Nothing like that. I just want to eat what I want to eat. So yeah, it was hard. And it was always hard to get back on track because I just felt defeated. Not only did it sometimes lead to the rest of that day being kind of a binge, it was the next day. Let's say it happened on a Thursday. Oh, well then I don't want to get back on a Friday or the weekend. I would wait till Monday and hope that it happened, that I got back on track on Monday. Didn't always work that way. So kind of my new philosophy this time around that I was going to try after reading not just Atomic Habits, kind of what I felt in my head, but also some other reading I had done. I decided to, number one, was find out my exact calorie deficit, what was healthy for me and not too restrictive, where I could still lose weight, but not be so restrictive that I would just wind up binging. So I did, again, a lot of research. I found out my number, what I felt comfortable with. I also experimented a little to see how many calories I could eat that I could still lose weight, but not feel so deprived. So that was the first thing I did. And I think that was a big key to helping me stay on track this time around. So yeah, the other thing I did was I gave myself, I'm not going to call it a cheat day. I read somewhere or somebody said a diet break. I decided that it's usually on a Saturday, sometimes Sunday, but a diet break or a relaxed day where I wasn't counting my calories, but I wasn't going crazy. I wasn't binging. I didn't have that need to because I'm getting enough calories during the week and I'm not on such a strict calorie deficit. So that was a big deal, a really big deal for me to make that decision for myself, find a way to not go crazy, but also feel like, okay, I want that scone, but why don't I wait till my relaxed day? I can count the calories or not, most of the time not, and just give myself a little more grace with the day. What I also do on my relaxed day is I don't feel guilt. I don't want to feel guilt that I've had a dessert after dinner or I had 2 slices of pizza instead of just one, and I don't want to feel the guilt. And that's been so freeing. I'm like amazed by it. And whenever I sort of feel that guilt come in, I just kind of rein it in. I have to say to myself, do not feel guilty. You are not, a bad girl because you ate 2 slices of pizza. Normal people eat 2 slices of pizza. Like we have to normalize that. At least for me. I'm going to speak just for myself, but maybe a lot of you out there can relate to this. So that was a big thing too. I wasn't going to feel guilt at what I was eating on my relaxed day. Again, not going crazy because that can really kind of mess with you too. Okay, so I wanted to talk a little bit about getting back on track, and that's another key to this whole relaxed day or diet break. I get right back on literally the next day, regardless of what's happening. I don't over restrict to make up for that relaxed day though, which I think I did in the past too, because I just feel like, I don't know, maybe it's a mental thing, but it's sort of, that brings the guilt on when you're like, oh, well, you had 2 slices of pizza yesterday. You're getting back on track. You got to make up for those extra few hundred calories that you ate. No, no, that's guilt. So I just get right back on track. And when I say get back on track, I mean count my calories again, do my workout. I might drink some extra water because I find sometimes I'm just very dehydrated, maybe the salt content or whatever I'm not used to. That's the only thing I might do different, but I don't restrict my calories. I just get right back on to the plan that I had been doing, which I'll just remind you, I'm in a calorie deficit. I do eat low carb most of the time. And what else do I do? Oh, I do strength training 3 times a week. I do yoga. I do HIIT training. I walk outside. I do all the things. I also, a day after my relaxed day, I do not go, and do extra exercise to sweat it out. I don't know. I just found it never really worked the way I thought it was going to work. So I just go right back on track as if the day never happened. I don't miss a beat. I follow my calorie deficit, like I said. I kind of wanted to come and swing back a little bit to that all or nothing mentality. I also changed something else, my mindset again. There would be a time when I was so obsessive about being perfect in my calories and my exercise that literally, if like I had more granola than I was supposed to when I weighed it out, it just would ruin my whole day, my whole week. It was ridiculous. So I definitely give myself a lot of grace in that regard. I don't seek out eating more than I should for that day. I'm talking on a regular day. But I don't like obsess over, an extra 25 calories. These things happen. It's very normal. So I'm trying to normalize it for myself. Nobody out there is perfect. And I think it just sets me up personally to fail if I try to be so perfect. So that's another little thing that I've changed in my mind to help with the progress on this weight loss journey. So I guess people might be wondering, which I am wondering too, does this help or hurt my weight loss journey? And I've done a lot of thinking about this, and I realized that I think that little relaxed day, because there are going to be more calories in that relaxed day, that I'm not really tracking, so I don't know how many over I am. I think it slows down the weight loss a tiny bit, but I think I have to remember the overall picture. I have to remember all the progress I've made. I have to remember I'm working out, I'm doing strength training, I'm making progress with my strength training. I am eating where I'm not, hunger pangs at night because I've eaten too little to try to lose weight quicker. I also feel like we're not on a time schedule, which I think a lot of us do. We think about a goal that we have set. I don't know, let's say I want to lose 10 pounds by St. Patrick's Day. But you can't make your body lose 10 pounds. It's going to lose what it's going to lose. So you have to do is just stick to your plan, and you're going to lose what you're going to lose. You can't make your body lose 10 pounds or 20 pounds or 5 pounds. It's going to lose what it's going to lose, but you can work on making progress by sticking to your plan. If that makes sense. Probably not explaining it very well. I'm trying. I know in my mind what I'm trying to say. Also, when I have this kind of relaxed day, I have to say each day is different. Each relaxed or diet break day is different. There are times when I know that I want to have a certain food item. I wait until that day. I have it. I don't know. Let's say it's a donut. I have the donut. I'm good. I'm not thinking about that, having that donut and wind up having 3 because I've deprived myself of it. So I think in that way, it definitely helps to have that kind of relaxed day. I just have to kind of say to myself, look, and I know our bodies don't know what day of the week it is, but having that one day a week where I can have what I want to have, I feel good about it. I just have the one donut. I move on with my life. Tomorrow I get back on track. It's satisfied that craving, whatever it might be, and I feel good. I don't feel overstuffed, or I don't binge or do any of that stuff, which is a big deal for me. I really think I used to suffer from binging, and that'll be a whole nother video I might do, because I know a lot of people out there can relate to that. And that, I think, is diet culture part of it. You feed into that, literally feed into that whole diet culture of being so restrictive. And then at some point you have to break, you have to break, and you're human. And when it turns into a binge, in my mind, is this uncontrollable need to just eat food until you are literally sick. That's definitely not healthy. So I think this mentality that I've been having, this, little cheat meal or whatever you want to call it, relaxed day, has definitely helped with that for sure. Okay, I don't want to make this video too long, so I just want to kind of just sum up what I was saying. So after my little relaxed day, like I said, usually on a Saturday or a Sunday, I get right back on track. And when I say get back on track, I do mean I start counting my calories again. I stay in my calorie deficit. I don't over restrict those days or over exercise to make up for the relaxed day that I had. And it's working. I mean, again, my progress is probably slower than it could have been, but I also can look at it this way. I'm steadily going down. The scale is not going way up, way down, way up, way down. I'm just keeping kind of a steady going down slowly, and I'm keeping it off, and I feel good, because you also, I think, have to enjoy life, right? I have plenty of energy. I'm getting all the nutrients that I need. I feel good. That's another big deal this time around. I need to feel good. And when I'm over restricting or going crazy with exercise and you can't get out of bed in the morning, it's just, I don't know, it's not good for me. So this is definitely kind of a revelation on my end. I hope you can relate to this. Let me know if you're struggling, or if you've struggled in the past and maybe came up with a way to have a better journey, a better health journey or weight loss journey. I would love to hear your story. And if you like this kind of content, I also do cook with me. I do grocery hauls. I do what I eat in a day. all the fun stuff. I also do cook with me, if I didn't mention that. Healthy recipes, of course, and I show you how to make those and share the recipe with you. So if you like that kind of content, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel, hit the bell notification and give me a thumbs up. And the bell notification, if you hit that and you hit all, you'll see every time I upload a new video to see if you're interested in that particular video. So again, have a great day and I will see you on my next video.